Next speaker is Amelia.
I'm here to advocate on behalf of students who do not want adult content books in school libraries. We are already bombarded with specific social agendas through TV programs, sporting events, advertisements, social media, politics, and with specific days and months dedicated to celebrate certain gender groups. Hijacking education with adult agendas does not lead to student success. Reading and math comprehension scores have dropped dramatically in Michigan. Kids graduate high school and can't answer basic history questions. They cannot critically think or distinguish between propaganda and facts. Now you're trying to confuse them about their gender, push racial division, and expose them to extremely inappropriate adult content. Even I, at age 14, can see you're literally robbing kids of academic skills and knowledge required to be an intelligent, productive, and successful adult. Shame on all of you for failing the kids in your district. Next, I'd like to address the issue of flags and the Pledge of Allegiance in this district. Do you know that back in October of 2012, Governor Snyder signed legislation requiring every classroom to display the U.S. flag and for the Pledge of Allegiance to be said daily in every school? Apparently, this district is in direct violation of that. Our flag is a symbol of freedom and liberty. It represents Americans who fought or gave their lives to protect the rights and safety of our country. Teaching respect for the American flag and our country must be fundamental. June is designated as Pride Month, but the pride is misplaced here. There should be pride in being an American citizen. Pride in our veterans who risked their lives. Pride in our Constitution and our freedoms. Pride in a country where opportunity and prosperity are achievable for everyone. In pride in pledging allegiance to our flag and our country. We also need to have pride in our educational system, and unfortunately in public schools, there's too little to be proud of. It's time to focus on academic education and success for students and end all the political correctness and social agendas. Since you chose to skip saying the Pledge of Allegiance at the start of the meeting, everyone, please stand and join me in saying it now.
Time out.
You openly disrespected the flag and our nation. You should be ashamed.
Okay, you're all set. Thank you.
Yourself.
It's down. Thank you.
I've heard the argument, parents have the right to decide what their own kids read, but don't have the right to decide what other kids read. This statement is true, but in reality, no one is asking to take away anyone's right to read what they choose. However, parents have the right to demand age-appropriate books in their school libraries. Books containing graphic depictions of rape, incest, sex acts, and other sexual content are not age appropriate. Another argument I've heard is the books parents are asking to be removed are books about inclusivity, acceptance, and LGBT issues, and that many of the books are necessary in order to represent specific groups of people. If you feel kids need to read about explicit sex acts in order to feel empathy or acceptance, you should seek professional counseling for mental illness. It doesn't matter if the book content revolves around gay sex or heterosexual sex. They don't belong in school libraries, period. Keeping adult books in school libraries is indefensible. This is not about being anti-LGBT, bigoted, hateful, or a book banner. This is about ensuring reading content in school libraries conforms to state laws and keeping adult content materials out of the hands of minors while they're on school property. Schools should be places of academic learning, not indoctrinating kids and exposing them to adult, political, and sexual agendas. This book battle has been going on for over 2 years. At this point, parents, you have only one option. That is to remove your kids from public schools. This board has shown your concerns are irrelevant and your children are nothing more than pawns to be indoctrinated to push social justice and political agendas. Not to mention your children represent money to public schools. Parents, it's time to send a message that your children will not be used as tools in this manner. I pulled my daughter from public school in 2021, and she now attends a homeschool campus, which operates like a college. She's being taught how to think, not what to think. She's learning facts and subjects needed for a successful career and preparation to be a valuable contributor to community and eventually to the entire country. Pulling your kids out of the toxic public school system will be one of the best decisions you'll ever make for your children. If you're interested in learning more about homeschooling or the campus, you can talk to me or Sheila Cahoon. Sheila, can you stand up or so people can see? Thank you.